Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing a follow-up video on the SIG P211 GTO. It's ran fairly good so far. I've got about 600 rounds through it. I was wanting to have 1,000 before I did a video, but a few things that I found, I figured I'd go ahead and make a video now. I do plan on shooting it more and getting to that full 1,000 rounds. It's been super cold out. I have taken it out. Today was the third time I've had it out to get the 600 rounds through it. And here's the gun. As you can see, this is on. It's not loaded, it's not chambered. So this gun is safe. I will roll in some shooting footage from the other day when we had it out and from this morning when I had it out shooting it. And as far as shooting goes, this thing is phenomenal. It holds nice and flat. When I initially took the gun out for the first time, I was having some issues with it returning to battery all the way. It was kind of stopping here, that I would see it fall in. I didn't get that on video. So I took out the 8-pound spring, put in the 10-pound spring, and I ran the 200 rounds through it Saturday morning with the 10-pound spring, and it shot pretty good. And I figured, you know what, I'll give the 8-pound spring a try again. And when I had both springs sitting side by side, the 8-pound spring was about 1.5 inches shorter than the 10-pound spring. So I kind of pulled the 8-pound spring out and got it where it was a little bit longer than the 10-pound spring, put it back in, and I haven't had any issues with it returning to battery since. I'm not sure if the springs are supposed to be different lengths or if the spring is already compressed that much to where it doesn't want to stay down. But it did alleviate the issues I had with wanting to return to battery with the 8-pound spring. And after getting that all figured out, like I said, the gun ran flawless. No hiccups at all, no misfeeds, no malfunctions. It ran like it's supposed to. But I do have a few issues already, and it's not really even issues, it's complaints. One is an issue. The grip panels on both sides, you can see that one there, it's loose. The one over here is really loose. I'm guessing it's probably just these screws. And actually I'll do that right now on camera. I actually film my videos. I got a toolbox set up right here in my gun room. We'll put the little torque wrench here. See if these, that's it. Oh shit, yeah. Not turn the light on. That screw there, I didn't even put a wrench on it yet. I just put the bit, and it's loose. So I will probably blue Loctite those. Let's see if this one here is loose. I was able to break that one loose as well. It didn't feel as loose as the other one, but well, yeah, that stopped the rattle in the grip. So yeah, if you got one of these, you definitely might want to blue Loctite your lower screws. The upper screws hopefully are tight because it's what holds the grip to the frame, but I will definitely try to figure out the torque specs on those and check those as well, just because the lower ones came loose. Yeah, that's good. Another minor complaint that I have with this is the safety. I shoot left-handed. It does have ambi controls on it, both sides. If you notice, if you're a right-handed shooter, it's beautiful, clicks off and on, no problem at all. But it's also got a big chunk cut out right there, as opposed to this side here having the safety mechanism, if I get my finger on it right, goes all the way into the grip. So when I turn that off, you'll see it pinches my hand. If I got the safety on, and I did have a holster that would work. In the first video when I did the unboxing, I put a Streamlight TLR9 on it. And I have since put a TLR1 because it fits my Philster holster. It works in there really good, actually. It retains it, pretty decently. It wants to slide out upside down, but as far as working for a holster, so far it works. I still need to find a holster for my TLR9 because I like the way that light looks on here better. But on this side, for the right side safety, you can see, I don't know how well it's going to pick that up. There's wear on the frame. It's already wore the finish off where the safety clicks off and on. And when you click a safety off and on, you're not coming straight down on that. For the most part, you're kind of pushing sideways. So if you push even a little bit too much on that side, you can hear the click and it's rubbing the frame. But also, like I said, that right there, when it comes down, it's like a little miniature guillotine. It hasn't drawn blood yet on my hand, but it has made a mark, and it's just a little bit uncomfortable. I kind of wish they would cut this to match this so it's the same on both sides. That way it would stop pinching my finger or my hand every time I go to turn the safety off. Another minor gripe I don't like about it is having to have a punch to take it apart. Don't really want to field strip it at the range just in case the guide rod goes shooting out of it or something. I don't want to lose that in the snow because there's snow everywhere here. But the slide release on this side just kind of flops. It's a little loose. I'm not sure what's up with that. This side over here is tight, like it feels like it has spring tension. But this one just kind of floats there. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or if all of them do that, but that's not even an aggravation. It's just something I noticed. But the trigger on this is freaking phenomenal. Like, it's a really good, clean, crisp trigger. You can see there's your take up, there's your brake, and there's your reset, which is pretty short, then your brake again. Overall, I'm really happy with the gun. It is showing some wear already. I will go ahead and pop this apart. I'll go ahead and field strip it. We'll take a look at the inside of it. I'll turn this light here on. It's going to cause a little more light to show up there. But it puts a reflection on my glasses if I don't wear a hat and my head. Look at that, shiny. But yeah, she's a little dirty on the inside. Nothing major. Like I said, I got 600 rounds through it. The comp is showing. I'm not sure how well that's going to show up either. There is some carbon built up on the inside of the comp. Nothing bad. I don't think it needs cleaned yet. We'll go ahead and pull the recoil spring out of it. And the plug. Plug still looks good holding up, that plastic plug. It's got a little wear. The finish is kind of gone off of those lockups right there in the front where the barrel locks up at. Nothing major though. Like, you can see the finish underneath, like it's wore completely off right there at the edge. But yeah, that's wear is going to happen. If you shoot a gun, they're going to wear. Yeah, there's a shiny spot here. You can see the finish is gone off the barrel a little bit. And like I say, it's not major, so I know that guns wear, and I'm totally cool with this kind of wear because it's not going to be detrimental to the functioning of the gun, but it's just something to notice. Like I say, it's right there around that front ring. You can see the shiny spots in it where the finish is gone. And we'll take a look at the springs again. There's the green 8-pound spring that comes with it. There is the yellow spring, and again, it has shrunk back. You can see, like I said, I noticed the green spring was a little shorter, so I kind of stretched it out just to see if it would help with get the gun back in the battery, and it did. But it has since went back to its normal size after about 200 rounds, and my cat is meowing at the door. I don't want him in here right now. But we'll put the gun back together. But yeah, those are just some minor issues I'm having with it. Like I said, make sure you tighten your screws down in your grip because mine did come loose. I just happened to notice that the grip panels were moving a little bit and they were loose. I'm gonna, like I said, put some blue Loctite on those just to keep them in place. But I said I'd do a 1,000 round review. I haven't got around to that yet. I did get, like I said, about 600 rounds through this. And so far, I love the way the gun shoots. It shoots really good. I do want to figure out about these springs, if it's supposed to be different lengths or if they're different poundage on the spring weight. I'm not quite sure how that works on these, but yeah, that is something to look out for. If you're having issues with it returning to battery, I would go ahead and change your other spring out. That spring is really, really weak that comes with this. And I think that might be a selling point. I'm not sure. I don't know if they put the 8-pound spring in it so people are like, oh my God, that is so smooth. And then give you the 10-pound spring so you have something that'll, actually run the gun. But like I said, when I stretched it out some, put it back in, it was going to battery for the rest of the day. No issues at all. But that's all we got for right now. I do plan on putting an optic on this and trying to find a holster to fit my TLR9 with this. And Once I get all that around, it might be a few weeks, I will make an update video on it and let you know everything that I found. If I found any more issues, like I said, these little minor problems I'm having aren't issues, like nothing bad. Just keep an eye on your grip screws, make sure they're good and tight. If you're a left-handed shooter, you'll know what I'm talking about with that little guillotine right there in that corner. It does, if you're holding it just right, it does pinch your hand. Like I said, it's not bad. It hasn't drawn blood. It hasn't cut, but it's just something to look out for. But if you got one of these or want to get one of these, drop a comment, man. Let me know. Let me know what you think about it. Or if you've shot one, let me know what you think about it. I'd really appreciate the input. And if you know anything more about the springs than I do, by all means, let me know in the comments. I try to respond to all my comments. I'm not a big channel, so I still get, I can still do that easily. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Stay safe, and let's take back our Second Amendment.